lurking, and they hate cats. Pockets stay fat. I got the from the block and they scamming, they know what bank said. I got the work on the avenue, they know what tank said. I got the that live in the mansion, they know what that. I got some that's up in the Jordan, they know what that. I can
All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. We thought the old place was loud. Somehow this place got even louder a short time ago as the Falcons were introduced to this sellout crowd. We're set to go as the Falcons get ready to match up with the New Orleans Saints.
He made that?
It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. He finds it over the past the 40.
I'm going through this. Oh, I'm stuck.
Come on, Scott, let's go. Come on, let's go, let's go.
Huh?
get up!
Where's my mom?
They go play action here on first down.
He's trying to make me break.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as
do that, bro.
The quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Bro, they're just spamming. That's just annoying.
Incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Oh, wow, man.
Second and 10. It's Ryan again. He goes underneath to Freeman. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs.
Fucking open, bro.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker, or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
And he'll take this one down to the 36. Trey Hendrickson, the one who gets him on the ground.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
21!
I'm good. I'm through. That's all.
On second down, here's Ryan. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down. A first chance in the red zone for the Falcons now. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16. From the red zone now, here's Ryan on first down. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They were ball hawks Bucs last week, they had a trio of interceptions on defense. In the first drive, they pick up right where they left off.
They're creating quite a reputation for themselves, aren't they? And sometimes what happens is when they know that the defense can take the ball away, as they saw the previous week, now you try too hard to not let them take it away, and you force yourself into errors. They've intimidated them in a sense and gotten the ball from them.
Your shit ass.
They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
Won't be down there.
Yo, but you see that what I mean though? You see right there, I couldn't just catch it and go straight up. I went him a little. Like,
and now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. The safety, Keanu Neal, there to make the tackle. Well, at least
how
he
did
was
he
able to
still
break
get
that
open?
initial
Yo,
contact, or it could have
check
been a
Indy
loss.
ass.
Yeah, give credit to the defensive player, though.
Really
what did he do?
attention.
Made him slow down, slow up his feet, and allowed the rest of the guys to get there to finish him off.
Good set. 14. Hey, easy.
On second down, Kamara. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28. Really?
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first two plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. And
105
a nickel
points.
formation here defensively.
Yeah. Better get off tonight now. Look at my bad is unstable.
I don't know what it's like.
Here's Breeze. Breeze wants the football. And the Falcons say they have it, they do. So a rocky start on both sides offensively. Turnovers exchanged.
I saw what you did there.
What'd I do?
Rocky. I saw that. I got it. And, and right now, they're carrying it around like they are wearing boxing gloves if we're going to have that kind of a reference. They've got to get it together and start playing a little bit better ball.
And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Yeah, nigga mighty,
Effective run there, and now they can start to smell that.
Bruh, I didn't know you switched.
Bro, you always switch, bro. Always. Man, you just stayed in the game too long not to be switching in the park, bro.
You switching the part? I thought you was gonna be there.
On 2nd down,
Still got there, didn't I?
and he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. Then he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom,
every time.
Quick, and what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
On 3rd down, Devontae Freeman. And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. It's a pickup of 3, but it brings up what will be an interesting 4th and 1.
Here it comes.
So a field goal try here on 4th down as the Falcons called on Matt Bryant. From the left hash, a chip shot here.
You like that?
The Lions kick is good. And the Falcons are out to a 3-0 advantage. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop
You're still
troops
using
there
that shot,
because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And
Great.
the offense went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though? When they only gave up the field goal, and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive. A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punching the end zone without turning it over.
12 yards there as they move the chains.
Another upgrade, too.
Getting the sense, Charles, are going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
So
And right now,
ass,
what we're seeing so far, working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
Yo.
Oh my God, I seen that coming. I was already spamming triangle because of like,
Bro, I just got blue screen.
before you went back.
Yeah, I'm getting off. It just blue screen me in overdrive. I'll be on tomorrow, probably around 6.
Throwing on first down is Breeze. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
I got him.
Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
Oh, shit.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
On second down, here's Breeze. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Solid coverage on the play by Devondre Campbell.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the three-point kicker. Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bad.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. On the stop there defensively, Tyler Davison.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. And it's complete. Hooper. 18 yards there and a first down.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a first down.
They'll throw on first down with Ryan. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
2nd and 10 now. Ryan. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down.
Yo, we could go ahead to team practices, right?
There.
After 3
Good
games
for
of
10
this?
yards and a first down. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory.
No.
2 yards on the
I don't
pickup
think so.
there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Get up! 11. Let's go.
Now Ryan on 2nd down. He's going to air one out. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
Yeah, it worked, yo. It worked. I'm doing this. I'm doing these practices.
Seventh
I
play
probably
of the
got only
drive
3 though.
forthcoming on 3rd and 8. From the gun, it's Ryan. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up 4th down. And now a long one for Matt Bryant. He's hit from 62 in his career, but that was all the way back in 2006. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to Atlanta right after this timeout. And now a long one for Matt Bryant. He's hit from 62 in his career, but that was all the way back in 2006. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt. And that's the risk of the long field goal miss here at this stage of the second quarter. You give up great field position.
And that gives them one more opportunity to make something happen, and something big. And we've seen crazy stuff happen at the end of halves.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. They begin on the ground with Kamara. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
Being chased out left. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
A first update now out of Jacksonville. And the Jags, they're out to an early lead there. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. Now Breeze on 3rd down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Ricardo Allen with a pick.
Yeah, you doing your practices?
Always got some breathing room. And they finally put it into this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37.
The good old cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown and pick it off, just as we saw there.
After the interception, here's Ryan. Sliding out of the pocket. This will be caught inside the 10. And he goes out of bounds inside the 10 at the 9. He got 29 yards that time. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. Toward the pylon, caught. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Calvin Ridley, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. Bryant tacks on the extra point, and the lead grows to 10-0. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And now the Saints get set to trot out there. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you've got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. He's on quite the interception run. He had 2 last week, another one here. Remember, he's not a DB, he's a linebacker.
But how many of those linebackers started as DBs and pumped themselves up into being linebackers? So the ball skills are the same. Right, the coverage skills and responsibilities are the same, and he is paying it off in a big, big way.
Ryan, he couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open, and when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Ryan. Sanu with a grab over the middle. And down inside the 15 he goes. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Throwing now, Ryan on first down. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Mohamed Sanu, as the first half is winding down. And the Falcons will extend their lead.
Brandon, my man, just one sentence for that one. Clinic.
And that's what they've done. They lead the league in points per game this season, but it's been quick strikeability as we saw on that drive.
I think they're actually intimidating defenses because they're back on their heels right away, wondering where it's going to come from, how they're going to hit them. This group is well organized, well coached, and extremely confident in what they do.
Now the Saints, they trot their offense out here, and with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They start the drive on the ground. Kamara, and he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Now a play fake here on first down. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Tack McKinley in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. So we are at halftime here in Atlanta with the Falcons out in front. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the third quarter. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call? Yeah. We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better than that.
We'll find out. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. Alvin Kamara really settling into the league in his second season. And, of course, he came out of Tennessee, but not a lot of people remember he started at Alabama.
He did, and got caught in that big mix of running backs at Bama. And they like those bigger, thicker runners, those guys who can break down defenses through the middle. Alvin Kamara ended up leaving Alabama, going to a junior college for a while. I believe he went to Hutchinson Junior College before matriculating at Tennessee and finding his way to the NFL, where he is now a star.
Nigga still ain't back.
On first down, Breeze. And the pressure gets to Breeze as he's taken down. Tack McKinley in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
Got it. Over. 5,
Breeze to throw on second down. He's going to air one out. And that's caught inside the 30. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. A big-time play there for New Orleans. And even 50 yards from Falcon territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 23. A 10th carry for Kamara. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Ricardo Allen, the safety, makes the stop.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Yo,
back to the ground, this time with Ingram. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 3rd and 1. Mark Ingram really coming into form in the NFL. First 5 years in the league, didn't have a 1,000-yard season, but he's done it the past 2 years.
Yeah, and I think a couple of reasons for that. Number one, offensive line has been rebuilt, and they've put a lot of resources into that, and they've gotten better. Number two, he's got great running mates back there. Tim Hightower 2 seasons ago, then last year, of course, the sensational Alvin Kamara. And last but not least, the defense is playing so much better in New Orleans, they don't have to throw the ball as much on offense. He can run the ball even more.
0-2.
Here's the first carry for Bo Scarborough. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Now they'll run it with Scarborough. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
They come out here in the eye. They try again with Scarborough. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
Well, as the play call comes in on 3rd down, you have to think about 4-down territory here. Down a few touchdowns, they need points, and they need big points.
The Saints on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Saints get a bit closer. Lutz with the extra point, and that'll cut the lead to 17-7. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. Fielded about a yard deep. Here comes the Falcons offense. It's their first possession of the second half now. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offense's sails because they had it going pretty good last time too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, it doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again. And see if
oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be down deep into New Orleans territory. A big play there, Ryan the Jones, 61 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
They'll run here with Freeman. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Devontae Freeman, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. And his kick is right through. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter. Went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Following the penalty, it's Kamara. And an alley to run. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Saints who hold the football, but they're trailing as we begin the fourth quarter of play.
My son is wild, man. That could run too.
Again, it's Kamara. And not a whole lot doing there. So get it up to about the 28-yard line. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave them with 3rd and still 7 yards to go. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Robert Alford. Escapes the defender. And it's a terrific return here as he's going to have him set up with a 1st and goal right at about the 6-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Here's Ryan. His pass caught at the 4. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. He'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal, and the lone man in the backfield is Freeman.
22!
On 2nd down, Ryan. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So they get the takeaway, but that's just step 1. They still have a lot of work to do.
But they don't want to focus on that now. Now it's about getting the ball in the end zone and hoping they can take it away again.
Yeah, still a 3-score game, though, 4th quarter. So after the INT, it's Breeze. Forced out to his left. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
And nowhere for him to go again. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it.
And while there was no gain on that run, we do know coaches whose identity is rooted in taking it almost to the limit and then changing things up on you down the stretch. I think we're getting really close to that point in time, though, where the identity map to go out the window, and they've got to go a little bit faster in order to try and win the game.
They lost a big chunk, 6 yards there, and it leads to 4th down. Here's Thomas Morstead now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Pulled in at the 24. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave them with a 3rd and about 3 to go. Ryan now to throw on 3rd down. Swings it out to the flat for Freeman. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. Dancing to his left. Over the middle, complete. It's Freeman. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this.
How do you select the items you want?
Ryan wants to throw it. Flushed out right. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. It leaves them with 3rd and just a yard. Here's Ryan to throw. And he's got his star receiver. It's Jones for the Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons will extend their lead. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And down he goes just shy of the 25. Now, a penalty marker is down. Let's see what that's about. Well, that holding call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. But that field position after the return wasn't terrific. It's not a great starting field position as well.
On 1st and 10, here's Breeze.
I remember that name, man.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball.
Kuda played with, I played with Kuda. You said V. Kuda?
It is tough to complete pass against zone.
If I am mistaken, that's the same kid I ran with Agent Zero on Game Breaker, whatever.
How about being able to hit a moving target against the zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
He ran with Game Breaker.
No matter the situation. And
no, he ran with Agent Zero.
They'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Well, he had 2 sacks earlier. Now he has 4 total tackles for a loss after that play.
Well, they obviously have to do a better job trying to block it. But short of that, no, the quarterback.
And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. And it's fielded at the 34. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. They've gone final now out in Kansas City. And it was the Niners who were able to come away with a victory there. Jimmy Garoppolo, 2 touchdown passes in the W. Oh, look at this. Ryan's going to throw it. He's going to float this one deep right side. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. And incomplete here, so a little razzle-dazzle on that one, but they couldn't hook up, and it's third down. On third down, Ryan. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth. They'll run it. Freeman. And this is going to come up well short. Doesn't work out, and the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. The Saints coming out now to take the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that, and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team, and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone,
and this is going to be intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant.